Why is the perception of letting and estate agents so bad in the UK? Today I'm joined by Carrie Allison, who is Lettings Director for Hunters. Carrie, why is the perception of estate and letting agents so shit in the UK? Talk to me.
I
That's a
think
technical term.
I love your technical terms. It's not great because I think we don't tell the best story about ourselves. I think we assume too much because we know how hard we work for our
Because
customers.
you just have to whack it on Rightmove, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's it. Chuck it on Rightmove and it will sell. And what have you done that? Well, why are you charging me a fee? Yeah, and I think we underestimate what the customer knows about what we're doing for them, and we don't tell them enough. We don't share it enough, and also
How do we make them care, though?
I think it's about education. I think
Okay, but how do we make them care?
if you can talk about what you're doing, the reasons why, as part of your sales technique, when you get good at that, that's when they'll care. That's when they'll realize that by having an agent manage your rental property so that in a year's time you're going to know that a new safety certificate's required, or this is needed, or that's needed, to make them realize that if they'd have gone off and done that on their own, they wouldn't have known that. So I think it's important, once you know your service, once you understand it and you believe in it, you can wrap it all up in your pitch. And I think most, especially when it comes to landlords, most of them have an understanding of what's going on, but it's making sure that they know, without scaring them, making sure that they know why you're doing these things to protect them.
What top tips would you give to a valuer or a listings valuer, you know, for rentals or sales on how to get that across?
You need to absolutely believe in what you're talking about,
Okay.
what you're selling. So if I've heard lots of people on the telephone try to sell rent protection to a landlord, and you can absolutely tell when a landlord is not going to buy it because you can hear it in that person's voice that they didn't learn enough about the product to be able to absolutely sell it and absolutely nail it as to why having rent protection is so important.
I've always been taught that you need to get them to emotionally buy in first. But if you're beating them up with logic, that's not going to work so well. So you get them emotionally bought in, you know. And again, a top tip for anyone watching this is instead of making statements, ask questions. Yeah, I don't know if you.
Yeah, I think we don't. If you can't sell if you don't know what the need is. So you need to ask those questions at the beginning. But it's also about telling a story. So
Exactly.
if you tell a story about a landlord that didn't have rent protection and what happened and why and what that meant, if you make it relevant and make it relevant to them, because that could happen to them, then you're more likely to get the sale.
Would you like to know the science behind why telling a story first before hitting it with logic is more likely to succeed?
Of course.
You know, because it's all about sharing, isn't it? Okay. So today you came in, we've got a nice handbag, posh handbag. Logically, you could have gone to Leeds Market and bought one for a tenth of the price, couldn't you? Which looked the same. So why did you buy that handbag, the posh one?
Why did I buy it? Because I wanted it.
You thought you deserved it.
Oh yeah,
But logically, you could have bought the one for 50 quid as opposed to say 500 quid or whatever.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the important thing is that you need to work out how humans make buying decisions. And 19 out of 20, you've got two sides of the brain. You've got the emotional and the logical, or you would know the subconscious, which is the emotional, or the conscious, which is the logical. For a human to make a decision, a choice, a buying decision, both sides of the brain have to say yes. Yeah, this is the interesting bit. 19 out of 20 buying decisions that actually get completed, the emotional side of the brain had to say yes first.
Yeah.
That's why you said that bag was worth it. That's why you shop at Waitrose or Marks and Spencer's as opposed to Lidl. You don't actually know those apples are twice as good, even though they're twice the price.
Yeah.
It's why I drive an Audi A6. I could buy a Skoda Superb, it's the same car, but I'm driving an Audi A6. And it's the same with this, is that you need to get inside the emotional side brain first. And you do that by using the S word, which was
Stories.
exactly. That's how you get inside a human's brain.
Yep.
To get the emotional side of the brain to say yes first.
Yep.
You do it all the time. I teach loads of people on how to be overvaluing in a state agency. Just tell a story of someone who was overvalued and how it screwed their life up. Then you hit them with the logic, with the here's the evidence.
Yeah.
But if you hit them straight with the evidence, they're switching off.
Yeah, if you hit them too early with that, they're like, well, what? But how is that relevant to me?
Okay, because that's not my house.
Yeah.
But if you tell them the story of, did you know? Can I tell you a story of Mrs. Miggins who was moving to Colchester? You were moving to Ipswich, and how, and how she lost out, and then to the story of the salami cuts on the valuation of the price reductions.
Yeah.
And then they're sucked in. Oh, that's me. And then you hit them. Well, do you want that? Do you want to feel lost out? Do you want to not go and see your grandkids? Well, here's the evidence. Now, shut the fuck up. Let's put the fucking price on at the right price. Okay, probably not those rude words here.
But sign here.
But sign here. Yeah, could you sign here to let me know that I've been here because I'm my boss? No, that was don't. But that's the big one, Carrie. And again, every day's a school day. I know you're into your training. That's your dose of training today.
Thank you.
Get the emotional side of the brain to say yes first, and you'll be on to a winner. Lovely. Carrie, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.